One day as Jesus was leaving the city of Jericho, Matthew 20 tells us that a great crowd followed him. And there on the roadside heading out of the city sat two blind men. And when they figured out who it was, that Jesus was passing by, they began to cry out, "Lord, have mercy on us, Son of David." The crowd rebuked them and tried to discourage them. "Hey, who do you think you are? Y'all just shut up and sit there in silence. Leave Jesus alone." But the blind men weren't discouraged in the least. In fact, the Bible says that they cried out all the more, "Lord, have mercy on us, Son of David." And finally, they got Jesus' attention because he stopped and he yelled back to them, "What do you want me to do for you?" And they replied, "Lord, let our eyes be opened." And Jesus in pity touched their eyes, and immediately they recovered their sight and followed him. Beloved, what if those two men had let the naysayers discourage them? They would have finished their life blind. But thankfully, they didn't listen to the discouragers in the least. They didn't give a rip what those sour Sams and negative Nancys said. No, man, they just cried out to Jesus until he heard their cry and answered their prayer. Friend, you and I should do the same thing. Just brush off those discouragers because your Jesus will hear you and will not pass you by. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.